guys, welcome to my channel Short Talks with Ishita. Let's live our dreams. So today I am going to take an interview of Mr. Shubhadeep Som, a wildlife photographer. He has an experience of more than 15 years in wildlife photography and training. He is an expert in wildlife photography as well as fashion portraits. He has been traveling all over India as well as abroad to capture many wildlife species as well as birds. He has already captured more than 350 species of birds and is looking forward to more. So now let's move on and learn something from him. So Shubhadeep uncle, we're very happy to have you today with us. So let's move on to our questionnaire. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Well, I'm an IT professional staying in Pune.
Okay.
Had stayed in Delhi earlier and before that in Bangalore, Kolkata, many places. And I'm married, have 2 kids, and that's it. I do a lot of photography. It's a passion for me.
Okay. So how did you start photography?
Well, it goes back many years. When I passed 10th board, my grandfather gifted me a point and shoot Kodak camera. Okay, so that started the passion in me. I started shooting many different subjects, starting with human beings. I tried some larger animals. We went for some travel in our holidays. I started shooting landscapes. And that prompted me to ask my dad to give me another camera. So he bought me another camera when I passed class 12th. And this continued. And now I have this.
Yeah. So moving on to our next question. Why do you like wildlife photography?
It came to me naturally. I'm not sure why, but looking at the various species of birds that we have, and within India, if you go to any region, the entire set of birds change. Maybe the crows remain same, even the crows change sometimes, but the species are so wide and vast in India. The pigeons in South India will not be the same pigeons in North India, but both are very beautiful. And you will be amazed to know that we have 1,470 plus or minus 1,470 species of just birds in India.
Wow.
So, and my target is to click photos of each of these birds, starting with the first 1,000 species, which are more easier to find.
Okay.
And maybe later I will click the others. I've completed some 350 species now.
Wow. That is amazing. So, what goes into making a good picture?
The picture should come in the mind here first. So you should have a frame in mind. You should see that overall, I'm talking about wildlife. I can talk about portraits later. You should have a frame in mind. Do you want to take a habitat shot of the bird? Or do you want to take a close-up of the bird? Depending on the lens that you have, you are limited to that too. If you have like this is known as the 150-600 mm lens. You have larger lens than this too.
Okay.
It also depends on the quality of your camera. But the main thing that it depends is the photographer. A good photographer can take a good photo with even an average camera.
Yes.
So it is all about in the frame that you create. Of course, there are other details that are required, like the lighting condition and related things, the shutter speed and the aperture and the ISO that you use. But the main thing is the photographer. He should know how to shoot a proper frame.
Okay. So what does it take to be a successful wildlife photographer?
Okay. So for a successful wildlife photographer defines his success. So there are professional wildlife photographers and then there are passionate wildlife photographers. So I am not a professional wildlife photographer. By that I mean I do not sell my photos. I keep the photos as it's a passion to me. It's kind of I'll not say it's a hobby. It's more than that. It's about keeping the collection of all the photographs, which I think is very important to me. So that is success for me. And in terms of the success that I think, I will just keep working hard. The good photos will come to me automatically, sooner or later.
Very good. Okay. So, How do you manage your work, your family, and your photographing skills?
Okay, so it's very simple. All of us who work balance their work and life, right? So I just do three of them. I balance my work, life, and photography. Very simple.
Okay, so what will you like to advise to teenage students like us?
If you are interested in photography,
Yes.
okay. The first thing that you need is to learn what is a photograph. What is a photograph? I mean, what does a picture do? A picture, I do portraits also, right?
Yes.
So a picture should just not be a picture, it should tell a story.
Yes.
Even if when you're doing wildlife photography, if you can show the habitat of the bird or the animal, it tries to tell a story that, hey, this bird is feeding on some nuts or something, or the woodpecker is pecking on the tree. That gives the impression that the photo is trying to tell a story too. So I would say that you would of course learn the technical part of photography. Without that you will not get good photographs. You might also need to have a camera to start with and later upgrade to better cameras. But the first thing that you need to know is you should know how to create a photo. Photo is when we say in Hindi also, right, that picture le lete. It's not taking a picture, it's creating a picture. When you create a picture, then it becomes art. It has to tell a story.
Yes.
So that is the first thing I have to say. If you are passionate about photography, you should know to create a story through a picture.
Okay. So thank you for giving us your valuable time today and giving us so much information about photography. And I'm sure this would really be helpful for all of us, whoever wants to pursue photography as their passion or as their profession. And you all can reach Shubhadeep uncle in this Instagram handle of his in the description box below. So thank you and bye.
Thank you. So let's check it out.